Run still on my bed, I might just fuck you with it on. And he hypnotic, you know I like to make it strong. I ain't got no time, baby girl, just move that thumb.
What did you do? It's your boy Bossni, and I'm back with another video. Today we got 25 most embarrassing live TV moments, man. I don't even watch the news that much, so I don't even be noticing. Like, I don't even be seeing them when they talk normally, but I would only assume that it's real easy to get embarrassed. Some nigga might walk up behind you and just go, "Hey yo, fuck around your pussy," and some shit like that, bro. So I would low-key do that job though.
Did you get pants? Or maybe you walked into the wrong bathroom greeted by loud shrieks. Regardless of who you are, awkward moments happen to everyone. But when you're live on television and millions of people are tuned in, watching your every move, you probably wouldn't want something like this to happen. And that's okay. You don't have to. Because we put together 25 times this did happen for your entertainment. Welcome back to Top 5 Century.
You gonna talk like this the whole time?
In the next 5 seconds to prevent your next awkward encounter. Number 25. Being a weather reporter can be a really tough job, especially when working through an icy snowstorm. But what better way to warm up the mood than by accidentally leaving your Facebook filters on during a news live stream?
That's kind of across the region.
That's funny.
Had put out a message earlier today warning people to be careful with the snowfall because it really is affecting the entire state. So something to keep in mind. I know folks who live in West North Carolina, we are familiar with the snow. So
the nigga couldn't just edit that bitch out?
Really, the only thing that could have made this better is if he enabled a voice filter with them. You gotta give the man credit, though. He's probably the first reporter to pull off 10 costume changes on live TV. Number 24. From one reporter making a funny mistake to another, this time, our reporter friend Chris Lee challenged this high school girl to a toe-touching competition.
You want to show him how it's done first? Come on, Chris. Show him how it's done. Go,
Come on, Chris.
Oh my goodness. Is she amazing? She is amazing. Are you ready, Chris?
It's fine to act all cool, but when you end up looking like SpongeBob from the Ripped Pants episode on live television, it's pretty embarrassing. Number 23.
That was a clean cut.
Might not have torn his pants, but he did tear down part of the halftime report desk during this live broadcast. This wasn't exactly the most
Shaq big ass. That was wrong with that nigga.
An illegal play, ref, but even after all of his years on the court, I'm glad Shaq can still laugh it off. Number 22. Speaking of laughing it off, that's exactly what this girl did in our number 22 spot. With the winter season being pretty much over for now, this reporter may need a new hobby if she wants to continue pumping out quality content like this. And if she wants a little more speed, maybe her next hobby could even be toboggan racing. Number 21.
I want to go snowboarding though, or snowmobiling, or whatever y'all call it.
May have gotten a little too close to the racer for his own good.
Stop watching. Here they come down the hill. It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes out.
Damn!
True dedication from that reporter. Signed off after getting ragdolled.
Ain't no, and he hopped back to the mic, nigga, did a full 360.
At Riverside Park.
He finished. Oh, okay.
Number 20. Savoring open a champagne bottle can make for a pretty neat party trick, but you've got to make sure you nail it. Otherwise, you might make a mess and waste a good bottle of bubbly. If that wasn't embarrassing enough, she was actually teaching the host how to perform this very same trick.
Cutting the glass, it's just about hitting that point nice and firmly and following through.
Okay.
Okay?
Ready, here
so
we
you
go.
1,
Damn.
2.
And it looked like she didn't even come close.
Together, I just hope it doesn't blow up in their face again. Literally.
She didn't even come
While
close,
those two
bro.
kept their composure during that last segment, the same cannot be said about this next angle.
What that little nigga throwing up?
One pot-bellied pig has certainly endured his share of problems. Chris P. Bacon was born without the use of his
Imagine being this reporter, heading into the newsroom for a regular day, and then
why they call that little nigga crispy bacon?
A couple of times. This guy's definitely gonna feel a little guilty the next time he fries up some bacon for breakfast. Number 18. It can be super easy to forget you're live at times, whether you're a streamer or a news anchor. And when you don't know that you're broadcasting, things tend to slip out that were maybe never supposed to be heard by the public.
That's everyone.
Said the later it gets, Jim, the less patient you get with us. Is that true?
Who said that?
Scott.
Tell Scott he's full of shit.
It's okay.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about that. He's full of it. How about that? Yes, he is full of it. Yes, we're live. It's okay.
It's okay.
But hey, even if they were live for the broadcast, at least we have post-editing to bleep out the You gotta love how genuine his reaction is. Number 17. If you thought the last one was a little inappropriate for live TV, well, this reporter's job seemed to be working against her. Typically, she outlines ideal routes based around local traffic. And, well, you gotta be conscious of what you're drawing up on that board. Don't get me wrong, I'm no Picasso myself, but I don't know how you messed up this badly. Number 16. We all love a good old-fashioned game of baseball, but this guy may be a bit more enthusiastic than most. After dedicating years of his life to watching MSC's college baseball team, he just had to be at this defining game.
Team, we traveled with about 25,000. This year we're going to have at least that when we come into the championship game, which we fully expect to do. The sacrifices that we personally made to be here are incredible. My wife's boyfriend sold his prosthetic leg on Craigslist to afford me the opportunity to be here.
And hopefully this guy's team hit a few home runs that game because I'm pretty sure his wife's boyfriend scored. Number 15. I don't know a single person who hasn't overreacted to being startled by a bug. But for this unfortunate reporter, his scare was recorded on live television. This poor guy had no idea he was even being broadcasted to the world.
That's because it's hot outside. Stuff like that happens. Was that live? Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Now, what was that, though?
It's not bad, though. At least his hilarious reaction gave his coworkers something to bug him about later. Number 14. So let's face the facts. Dog videos can be some of the funniest things on the internet, and it can be borderline impossible not to laugh.
A couple had stopped at the subway in Grove City for some lunch when they saw this little dog barking and honking at its owner to hurry up. By the way, Diamond's owner was only inside for just a few minutes. The video was posted on Facebook.
You'd think a pair of professional news anchors would be able to regain their composure after a while. For these two, on the other...
Am I tripping or is she bad as fuck?
And I guess they're...
Go back.
Be able to regain their composure after a while. For these two, on the other hand, I guess their dog days have just begun. Number 13. American football is the most watched sport in the States. And with that comes plenty of news reporters looking to do anything to hype up the fans. So when this correspondent went to chat about the Vikings' upcoming game, the last thing she was expecting was to be involved in the action.
Bonnie Michaels, mixologist. Play some football up here.
Yeah, it sure is nice playing under a retractable glass.
Go ahead. I'm not going to get in trouble. They worked in practice. Like
Thankfully, she wasn't hurt, but if this clip proves anything, it's that the Minnesota Vikings have one hell of an offensive line.
Why he ran straight in her like that?
His worst nightmare is taking a spill on the runway. But even worse is having that fall broadcast to the world. What makes it worse is that the reporters can't stop laughing at this poor girl's fall. Hopefully, if she looks back on this clip anytime, she can get a good laugh out of it, too. Number 11. Now, we've all got fears, of course. They're what makes us human. But to have your personal fear exploited on live television has got to be a little humiliating. While these jokers were originally intending to entertain others, they definitely got the last laugh of this reporter. Number 10. It's one thing for a reporter to get hit by something they didn't see coming, but it's another thing entirely to see it coming and still not move.
Attention, Fanny, il y a une grosse vague derrière.
Oh. You stayed for that?
I mean, she got flattened by that wave, but credit to her, she laughed it off and popped right back into the segment.
She liked that shit.
Number 9.
That couldn't be me, but I could not be that.
This is the only one that they might have needed emergency assistance for. Now listen, I'm not the best cook myself, but I doubt even I could manage to nearly burn down a studio on live TV. Thankfully, everyone was unharmed, well, aside from maybe the woman's burned ego. Moving on, number 8. As a reporter, it's very important to look presentable when getting the news, but this fella's method seems a little less than hygienic. After that unsanitary display, I just hope nobody ends up shaking this guy's hand. Number 7. From one hygienic mishap to another, this morning show was in for a nasty prank that would leave everyone involved in a state of panic.
Is that a skunk?
But they do their self-defense mechanism. They'll shoot out spray. They can shoot about 10.
That nigga trying to dodge like a nutshot.
Revealed that it was all a clever ruse.
Nigga, get up.
Like that. You know this anchor got absolutely punked by this guy and his skunk. Number 6. Now, we've all had that moment when something is so hysterical you no longer have control of your own laughter. For this newsreader, that phrase was
home. He said he'd had an emergency defecation situation and needed to use her bathroom.
An emergency defecation situation? Now, I can guarantee you that I wouldn't have been able to read that without laughing. So good on her for actually keeping it mostly together. But even after she moved on to the next piece, she just couldn't stop that laughter from slipping back out.
And one of the 74 passengers on board was sucked out. Just terrible. And I'm not laughing at that. Today could be the day I lose my job.
Her laughing was definitely inappropriate here, but it's so hard to blame her, considering what she had just read the minute before. Number 5. Usually, reading from a teleprompter is supposed to make delivering news much easier on the post. But we're all human, and we're absolutely prone to making mistakes.
It is 5 o'clock right now on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kate Merrill.
Oh my god. What the fuck? She like a cartoon, bruh.
I am Kate Merrill. That is Chris McKinnon, and it is a Wednesday, Danielle, because somebody needs to get some sleep.
It's like she got like
I feel
false
like
teeth.
this is something I would do, especially after not sleeping all night. But hey, at least I didn't call myself Tommy in the intro. Number 4. Modern technology is pretty amazing, all things considered. With Alexa playing your favorite music, Google Home scheduling alarms, and even your Apple Watch telling you the daily forecast. But for this weatherman, it might not have been the best time for an update.
Places like Minneapolis and Denver, and Denver's very high up.
There's snow in the forecast.
Oh dear, well that's the...
This guy's probably going to want to keep that watch off for his next forecast. Number 3. Pretty much everybody has dreamed of hitting the lottery some days, but what would one even do with all the money if they did win? Maybe invest in stocks, buy a house, pay off some bills even? Well, not all of us have figured out precisely what we do with money. This next guy knows exactly how he'd spend it.
Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
I can't say that's how I'd spend my winnings, but respect to the reporter.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Good job.
That would make niggas smile. Shit, go ahead.
Reporter means putting yourself out on the front lines, facing potential danger, and risking your own life. But this is not one of those times.
Where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just feet away from where a local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with
the way this reporter dramatically turns with the camera ready to zoom, it definitely feels like something setting the stage to prank him pretty hard. Even if that cat's not the cougar, with the way the camera is intensely filming, you know that cutie's the king of the jungle over there. Number 1, like that last one, whenever a situation gets the better of you, it's important to roll with the punches as best as you can. This reporter made a quick pit stop to clean off some ice from his windshield when he accidentally locked himself out of his car and had to report from the driver's side window.
I got out of the car to get the ice off the windshield wipers. The keys are sitting in the ignition right there, and somehow the door locked. And I'm in Laurel by the Target store off 202. Boss, send help. And so I'm reporting through a window.
Hopefully that guy's boss did send that help over, but regardless,
hopefully nigga boss help, for real.
I felt pretty embarrassed watching this one back, that's for sure. If you enjoyed today's video, there's another video on screen right now where you can check out one of our other videos. I'll see you guys over there. Oh yeah, by the way, this has been Sam from Top 5 Central.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more. If you want to see 25 most or top 5 cent, whatever the nigga is. If you want to see more, smash the like button in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. And yeah, man, we out this motherfucker.
Rust on my bed, I might just fuck you with it on. Any hypnotic, you know I like to make it strong. I ain't got no time, baby girl, just move that thumb. Cause this your favorite song, girl, I'm tempted.